Hi, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. My name is Azaria. I'll be working with you today. I see that your name is Matt.
Hmm.
How do you pronounce that last name?
Yeah, it's pronounced Laven. So if you ignore the H, it becomes pretty easy to pronounce.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah,
have you ever been to the Writing Center before?
I have not.
Oh, okay, well, welcome. So right now we're obviously virtual because of everything going on, but it works pretty similarly to our face-to-face sessions. So we have what's called a session record, which I'll be filling out some stuff about you, things like your major, what you're working on today. And then we'll leave all that stuff alone and you'll read your assignment that you brought today. Typically, you read paragraph by paragraph aloud, and then we stop after each paragraph and just talk about it. And then we come back to the session record at the end just to talk about what we did and where you can go from today's session. So, yeah, what is your major?
I'm an accounting major.
Awesome. So, I'm just going to fill out some other stuff that I have here. Okay. So, what are you working on today?
I'm doing a blog post,
Okay. And what class is this for?
race, class, and gender.
Awesome. Is that interesting?
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
Who teaches it?
Von Schlichten.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty awesome. Okay. Awesome. And then what were you planning on working with that today?
I just wanted to, have you read over it, see if there's any mistakes, and then I need it to be a little bit longer than it is right now as well.
Okay.
It's kind of two things.
Okay. Awesome. So yeah, that's all I have for that. So what exactly did you write about in your blog post?
It's about whether or not the NFL is a sexist organization and trying to figure out what I believe about it, kind
Oh,
of thing. Yeah.
cool. So did you pick the side then?
It's kind of challenging to pick one side. I feel like both sides kind of have a lot of merit, so it's kind of hard to go fully to one side. I feel like.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and we can talk about that today also. So it's a good thing that you came. But yeah, interesting. So what do you talk about then as far as the both sides you were talking about?
So obviously the NFL is a powerful thing that a lot of people enjoy, like fun to watch, that kind of stuff. But women's leagues have to be separated. So there's kind of that idea, why is it not men's league? And then obviously there's been cases with NFL players with sexual assault type stuff. That's kind of another thing that I wanted to look into a little bit.
Okay, that's
I
really
think those are kind of the main ideas.
okay. Interesting. Whenever you are ready, you can just start reading the paragraph. And like I said, we'll talk about it at the end. And I'll mention anything that I see. I'll just highlight with my cursor here so that you can see where I'm at too.
Sure. Okay. I'm having a hard time deciding if I think if the National Football League is sexist or not. I can see why people like the NFL, and I don't want to offend any of them. This still leaves us with the question of the hour. Is the NFL sexist? Cheerleaders wear racy outfits, but I don't think that they're part of the NFL. Maybe we should just promote and encourage female football leagues.
Okay. Yeah, very interesting topic. Like I said, I'm not a big NFL person, so this is really intriguing to me. So yeah, let's just talk about some of the things that I saw. So one of the first things that stuck out to me was how you mentioned, um, for example, while the NFL commercials are sexist, and then also when you say cheerleaders wear racy outfits, those are both really interesting things. And it might be even worth finding out if cheerleaders are actually part of the NFL or not, because again, you're trying to figure out if the NFL is sexist, and if they're not a part of the NFL, I don't know how that helps you narrow in on what you feel about the NFL, if that makes sense. And then I guess also the same thing with the commercials. Does the NFL really put those commercials out? That might be worth finding more information about too, unless you know.
So just basically what you're saying is just try to keep tying everything back to the NFL directly.
Yeah.
Not just the idea of the whole thing, but more specific kind of ideas.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, just another thing, as far as grammar and whatnot, I do notice, I know you might be taking it out just because you have to look into it more, but just your there here, you said that they're part of the NFL, so you want like they are, uh, so that would be THEY
Oh,
apostrophe.
oh, oh, okay.
Okay, and then again, there was also, okay, do you have any questions before we wrap up today?
Not right now, I don't think.
Okay, awesome.
Not yet, at least.
Let us know if you do. You can always email us. And then we're going to come back to the session record. Before we do, I did want to send you this one link that we had on our website, which if you have trouble finding it after this chat, our website's just at the bottom of my SHU. It just says Writing Center. So I'm going to send you this. It's just a little like video on adding details and support, which might be helpful for you as far as like lengthening it and finding some more details to put in to help you pick a side for your blog post.
Okay. That should be helpful.
Yeah. So I'm going to share my screen with you. So yeah, like I said, it was just some stuff we filled out up here about the session today. So you can use this as a guide. So is there anything that you see on here that we worked on today?
Go understanding the assignment. I feel like that was kind of important. Where like you wanted me to like take a very specific side. So
Yeah.
that's probably one.
So then what are you going to work on from here?
Like making it more specific.
Yeah.
And then like lengthening the ideas that are that like the more specific ideas, kind of like going into them a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. And staying on the topic too, like
Yeah.
to hopefully getting toward your
Mm-hmm.
stand. So that's another thing, picking your side that you.
That's yeah.
Yeah, and then just look into those other things we talked about. So like the commercials, leaders in relation to the NFL. Awesome. And again, my name was Azaria, if you did not catch that at the beginning. And would you like a copy of your session record?
Sure.
Awesome. So we will get that over to you. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So yeah, hope this was helpful for you today.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Well, have a good day.
You too.